Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I've got a lot to talk about today. As you can see, back in my home studio, I've been able to do some more research, and, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the hypocrisy of what the Democrats have already started saying about the Supreme Court nomination during an election year. If you don't know, Amy Coney Barrett has been elected for the Supreme Court, or has been nominated for the Supreme Court by Trump, and is probably going to get pushed through, I imagine. She's like a tough person not to like. She's adopted several children, several of them being of color. She's a good Catholic woman. The only real thing on her record is that she probably wants to get rid of Roe v. Wade, but that doesn't mean that abortion is legalized. It just leaves it up to the states. Anyway, we'll get into that in just a little bit more, but first of all, please like and share these videos. It'll really help the channel grow, and go and follow it on Facebook and on YouTube too if you get the chance. Because if you don't follow it on YouTube, by the way, it won't show up on your feed at all, because YouTube has changed their policy recently. So anything that is political will now be most likely be flagged as inappropriate for children. So to actually get my videos, you will have to subscribe and confirm your age with YouTube. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the news. Alright everybody, so the first article I got for you comes from Spectrum News 9, Bay News, because I can't find it on CNN anymore because they scrubbed it. But this is what Joe Biden says: Supreme Court nomination during election defies every precedent. In first major comments since President Trump announced Judge Amy Coney Barrett as his nominee at the Supreme Court Saturday, Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden strongly condemned the decision to move ahead with the nomination with the election currently underway. Never before in our nation's history has a Supreme Court justice been nominated and installed while a presidential election is already underway, Biden said. It defies every precedent. Precedent. No, I'm sorry, I'm just making fun of Biden there. Anyway, voters have cast nearly 950,000 ballots already in multiple states, including the crucial battleground states of Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Ohio, and Florida, according to tally by University of Florida professor Michael McDonald's U.S. Elections Project. Biden claimed that in nominating Barrett to the nation's highest court, he sees a chance to fulfill his explicit mission: steal away the vital protections of the Affordable Care Act from countless families. President Trump can claim all he wants that he's going to protect people with pre-existing conditions, he added, but the fact is, he's already fighting to take those protections away as we speak, Biden continued to say. So, this is absolute hypocrisy, because let's go ahead and take a look at an article from the White House. This is from, actually, the archive, so we'll go ahead and take a look at that. The Senate's constitutional responsibility to act. Now, by the way, this is back about the 2016 nomination that, guess what, who had Obama. So, throughout history, members and parties in Congress and the White House have done their job so that the judicial branch can do its own. Failing to do so would be an unprecedented dereliction of duty. The Senate has almost a full year to consider and confirm a nominee. In fact, since 1975, the average nomination to confirmation is only 67 days. The longest time before confirmation in the past 3 decades was 99 days for Justice Thomas. In the last 4 justices spanning 2 administrations were confirmed in an average of 75 days. So, this entire time, the Democrats are sitting here saying that we are speeding this thing through. Well, not me, but, you know, that the Republican senators and Donald Trump is speeding this thing through. When they made this argument 4 years ago, just 4 years ago, they made this exact argument. And then here's some facts. 6 justices have been confirmed in a presidential election year since 1900. What did Biden just say? Never before in our nation's history has a Supreme Court justice been nominated and installed while a presidential election is already underway. That is a lie. Biden just straight up lied right there. It defies every precedent. Well, apparently not, because you guys just argued for that exact same thing 4 years ago. Biden, did you forget? Did you forget that you exactly made the argument against this? Anyway, every nominee who is not withdrawn has received a vote within 125 days of nomination. Okay, there you go. 125 days of nomination. It's never happened that it's been drawn out nearly as long as they wanted it to be drawn out. Never once in history. It will be harmful to create unsustainable uncertainty if Congress fails to act on the president's nominee. So, when Obama wants to do it for Judge Garland here, as you can see, here's some questions about Judge Garland, then apparently it's all fine and they can speed it through. And by the way, guess what they did to make it so that Jeff Garland would be passed through? Instead of working with Republicans and trying to find a middle ground, or just subsiding and saying, well, I guess we're not going to get that nomination through, and I guess we're going to have to, just suck it up. No, instead they changed the rules and made it so that you don't need a supermajority to vote him in anymore. So guess what, Democrats, if you get Judge Amy Coney Barrett out of a non-supermajority vote, you set yourselves up for it. You set yourselves up for it, and they're going to use it. I guarantee it. She's going to pass. They've already secured all the number of votes that they need in the Senate, so it's going to pass. Anyway, let's go ahead and roll on to Sleepy Joe's son, Hunter Biden. Now, so there's some new information coming out about him. I don't know how much of you have heard about it, because this is about a week old, but it's very important, and a lot of the mainstream media is not talking about it, so I felt I needed to talk about it and at least get some news out there about it. So I do want to take a quick look, though, about a little character check, because a lot of people are saying Hunter Biden would never do anything like this. This must be an obvious slam. Well, he's been doing weird-ass stuff for a long time. Here we have Hunter Biden agrees to pay child support to Arkansas woman, avoids contempt hearing. Now remember, they say Arkansas woman, Arkansas stripper. She was a stripper, okay? Hunter Biden and the son of leading Democrat presidential contender Joe Biden has agreed to pay an undisclosed amount of monthly child support to an Arkansas stripper who bore him a baby out of wedlock, avoiding a hearing Wednesday that put him at a risk of being held in contempt of court. The support is retroactive to November 28th, 2018, 3 months after the child was born to London Alexis Roberts, a stripper. Was confirmed. This was back in January, by the way. And Biden must pay Roberts $28 an undisclosed amount for her attorney's fees and costs, according to the order. The amount of child support that Biden must pay could increase or decrease in the future. Blah 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 blah. We don't really care about that. The order. And he was found, and then. Was due to appear in court for hearing on whether he should be found in contempt for failing to disclose financial information to Roberts as ordered by a judge. So he wouldn't even disclose financial information either. Anyway, so a little check on his character shows that, Hunter Biden has always been kind of a piece of crap, to be honest. I mean, he's never been a very good guy. He has, just like you could easily argue against Trump, too. Trump is not always the best guy around, He talks like a pig, to be honest, and sometimes he can rub you on the wrong way, and he seems like kind of an aggressive dude. But Hunter Biden is a whole nother level. He's out there not wanting to pay child support for children that he obviously bore, out there nearly getting held in contempt of court for not releasing financial information when a judge orders you to. I mean, they haven't even forced Trump to release any financial information. No judge has. They keep asking him to, but he's not going to do it just because people ask him to. That's stupid. Just apparently like Hunter won't. He won't even do it when a judge asks him to. So about this whole stuff with leading into Trump's whole tax thing situation that's going on now, basically, my opinion on that is wait for the information to come out. They're already auditing him. If there's a serious issue, we'll know about it. The IRS always gets their money. Oh, and it's an absolute lie that he paid $750 in 2016, 2017. It's actually true. In the same New York Times article that originally stemmed from, they also say, no, he actually paid $4.2 million in one of the years and $1 million in the other year. And then the IRS called him back and said, no, you overpaid. And he said, well, just keep it for future payments. So guess how much he actually paid? $5.2 million. That's how much, because he never got the money back. So it's a total lie. Anyway, so the reason why I mentioned Hunter Biden so much is because of this story. Hunter Biden allegedly sent thousands of dollars to people who appear to be involved in the sex industry, according to Wednesday's report released by Senate Republicans. Not just any sex industry. The human trafficking sex industry. The report claims unspecified records show that Biden has sent funds to non-resident alien women in the United States who are citizens of Russia and Ukraine who have subsequently wired funds they have received from Hunter Biden to individuals located in Russia and Ukraine. This is human trafficking. This is one of the most abhorrent crimes in the world, if you ask me. Any crime can be stacked up against this, and I think that this is probably worse than it, and he is being caught up in it. Oh, Hunter, you are destroying your father in whole new ways. It's ridiculous. The records also note that some of these transactions are linked to what appears to be an Eastern European prostitution or human trafficking ring. These women are in America. They've been shipped here most likely against their will, because who really wants to be shipped to America as a prostitute from Eastern Europe? I mean, come on. That is almost 99% of the time human trafficking. All right, well, I'm hyperbolizing, I'm sure. I don't know the exact number, all right? But I'm sure that this is a human trafficking incident. All right, I mean, I think he's guilty, to be honest. Apparently he got the money from the mayor's wife of some Russian town. I cannot remember, some Ukrainian town. I think it was Ukrainian, actually. I think this might be related to all of his dirty dealings in Ukraine. Anyway, I'll let you all go there. Please share and like these videos. Please go to the Facebook page and follow. It's really going to help out. And I'm going to try to do some more interesting content. I'm going to try to start mixing it up a little bit more and get you a little bit more than just this room. So stay tuned, everybody. I will see you next time.